Spicy Toast Gaming here. Thank you for tuning into the last day reveals. We're going to take a look and evaluate the cards and then look into the card art. Also, the patch notes should be dropping later today, so also pay attention to that video. So first we have Jack. He is a 4-cost 4/5 with Brash. That means he cannot be blocked by units with less than 3 health. Essentially the same thing as Fearsome, just for health instead of power. Strike, create a coin in hand. Level up, you spend 12 or more mana in 1 round. When he levels up, he goes to a 5/6, so getting 1 power and 1 health. Then he also gets the Overwhelm, and now Strike, create 2 coins in hand. When you refill mana, grant me 1 power for each mana refill. And that's Grant, so that is a permanent buff. So if he's able to stay on the board after getting leveled up, he is going to become very, very powerful. This is going to be great, especially for Path of Champions, where there's a lot of ways to spend a lot of mana in 1 round, or to just get multiple strikes off so he's able to generate coins so you can spend that mana. Also, he's a 4-cost, so a bit more on the expensive side for Path of Champions champion, but really he's in the good middle ground, not too expensive, but not too cheap, so you should still be able to get him on the board fairly early. Next we have Risky Venture. This is also his champion spell. So it's slow, 3-cost, deal 2 to a unit. If it kills it, create 2 coins in hand. This is going to be quite good removal, and if you're able to take out a target, you get 2 coins. So it almost pays for itself because those 2 coins are going to refill 2 mana. This will be very good. You probably actually want to run the Grand General's counterplan on Jack, generating one of these every turn, so you have good removal and great sustain. Sustain for your mana, that is. Alright, prize fight, 1-cost fast. An ally and an enemy strike each other. They cannot drop below 1 health from this strike. So this is a good way to let Jack strike an opponent and bring them down, potentially so they can die to Risky Venture. This will be great to get rid of units that have barrier, or just if Jack is relatively low health and you need to get someone lower. Ideally, you're always going to want to use this if you have a way to finish off the target, though. You just don't want to let them sit at 1 health. So yeah, I'd recommend using Prize Fight and then using Risky Venture to finish them off and get those 2 coins. Interesting card. Definitely looking forward to trying it out. Next, we have 5-Punch Pablo. Pablo, we've seen that character before, although I didn't remember him being quite that color. 3-cost, 4/1 attune. When I'm summoned, create a fleeting prize fight in hand. So 5-Punch Pablo is able to make that prize fight. That'll be quite good, especially because Pablo himself only has 1 health. So this, essentially, he's not going to take any damage from the prize fight if you use it for him, but you're going to be able to bring down the enemy quite a good amount. Honestly, getting Enfeebling Strike, the power so that when you damage an enemy, you reduce their power by the amount they're damaged, could be quite good here. Next up, we have Angel. So 5-cost, 6/5 with Brash. So again, she can't be blocked by units with 3 or less health. Pretty simple card, but good stat line, should be a decent card to use. Next we have the King's Court. So this is the boat that I believe they traveled from Bilgewater to Ionia on. It's been featured in a couple other cards. We see it getting absolutely destroyed by Father Fury in the Samira cards. Anyways, 7-cost, 7/5, attune, and Brash. When you summon an ally, create a fleeting prize fight in hand. When an ally survives damage, grant it Brash. So you're not going to be playing this too often as it is a 7-cost. If you're in the Path of Champions though, keep an eye out for Poro Fluff. Being able to play this for 1 mana would be pretty good, even with its stats reduced, because every time you summon an ally, creating a prize fight could be quite nice. Alright, I believe that is all the cards for today, and all of the cards they're going to release for, or before the patch, that is. Really interesting style that they're going with here. I think he should be a lot of fun and have a very unique playstyle. Is kind of similar to Set in that they're both letting their champions get low on health potentially, but not dying with Prize Fight, and then Set has his own abilities. Also, Jack is going to scale up to very insane levels potentially with the right sort of build. So being able to get Jack on the board and then buffing him up, maybe you even want to go something like Hymn of Valor to double all of his stats and end the game. Seems like it could be pretty good. Definitely looking forward to play all of these in Path of Champions. The developers have said that all 3 of the new champions are coming to Path of Champions as well. So really looking forward to playing with all of these. They all seem like they'll have some crossover, as most of them are still involving the coins mechanic, but should still have pretty unique playstyles. Taking a look at the card art now, we're going to start off with Jack. So we see him confidently entering the arena. Interesting weapon he's got there. So yeah, we see just a lot of individuals. I'm sure you probably pick out some recognizable individuals, but not really seeing anyone too recognizable myself. Jack does look very interesting, pretty much like an alligator skin trench coat. Also, Tom Kench's symbol on his top hat definitely looks like he fits in for a pit fight. Taking a look at his level up now. So we see him going up against Set. Obviously much bigger and seemingly stronger now. So not too much we can see in the background of either of these cards as far as standout or recognizable details, at least none that I have noticed. Definitely comment down below if you've noticed anything. Does look pretty cool though. Did he have a beard in the first one? Okay, so he had a beard here, but it's all neat and trim. But then when you see here, it's suddenly grown a lot more, but it's now much more unkempt, which makes sense with him getting all big and scary. It's funny though that that also makes his beard grow. That's kind of a fun little addition there. Is a pretty cool champion though. Really awesome that we're seeing a follower card essentially getting upgraded to a champion. This is the first time that's happened, I believe, for Path of Champions. A lot of people are thinking Cithria might also have the same treatment. All right, taking a look at the first spell card here, we just see Jack grabbing a handful of coins, I guess. It is spell art. Spell art often isn't the best. Seems fine. All right, prize fight, another spell, sadly. So two people punching each other. I believe these are the two units in the background of Jack's card. Let's check that here. Yeah, so I believe you see these two individuals right back here. These are the same two that you see punching each other right here in prize fight. That's a fun little detail there. All right, 5-punch Pablo. So Pablo is now his coach. That's pretty hilarious. You see him warming up, ready to take on Set. Pablo used to be a fighter himself. He was the one that was fighting the Crusty Codger in the other Bilgewater cards. Again, you can see a lot of characters in the background as you're on the pit fight floor. And also, poor Pablo's lost quite a few tentacles. Not really seeing any faces I recognize in the back, though. Pretty cool card, though. All right, let's take a look at Angel. So this looks more like she's back in Bilgewater. What I'm thinking happening in these cards is that this is a fighting crew in Bilgewater. They heard about this big pit fight going down in Ionia, and they're coming to join in to show that they're really the best fighters. But it looks like this is a card that's just back in Bilgewater in their own underground fighting ring. Right, here we have the King's Court. So looks like their ship in Ionia is going down. Also, look at all those holes. That kind of makes sense there. Also makes sense that if this is after Father Fury got on board, that ship took a lot of damage quite quickly. All right, that is it for the new cards added today. Overall, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting package. I do like seeing some of the returning characters, such as Pablo, as well as seeing Jack go from a follower to a champion. That's really awesome. Really looking forward to playing with all these cards in Path of Champions. If you guys have enjoyed these videos and you want to see a bunch more videos about the new patch, definitely like and subscribe. I hope you all have a great day.